So lions are generally a sandy colour, and in this case they were, but the main influence in this particular image is the light. So they were lit by a rising early morning sun. So it was very warm, very strong, a lot of golden warmth. But also the top of them is being influenced and the shadows by the blue sky. So areas like this are, they're quite cool. The shadows are a bit cooler. And the top plane of the lioness here is quite a bit cooler. It doesn't look that much cooler in this image so far because I've only just started, but the top plane along here should be quite cool in comparison to as the sun was rising, the bulk of it was hitting these areas, so that she's a lot warmer through here. So we'll take a look at my process of choosing my colours. These colours here in polychromos are the basis of my colours that I'm using. I've introduced other colours, of course, but in a minimal amount. So these are the main for the body of the cub and the lioness. And they work really well together. This is light yellow ochre. So this is in the warmer range. It's very golden. Then I've got burnt ochre, which is nice and warm as well. And terracotta, these are the orangey tones. Terracotta is quite a soft colour. And India red, which is a nice red. And I have mixed the yellow ochre with the India red at times to get a nice orange. If I want a different orange to these two, and depending on the layers and the pressure, I can manipulate that orange to the colour that I would like it. So they're all working really well. So the cooler version for this one is brown ochre. And you can see when it's next to the yellow ochre, it's got a yellowy tone, but it's got a bit of blue in it as well, so it's cooler. It's a cooler version of that. And for the India red, I've got caput mortem. So as you can see, it's just got a slightly more violet tone to that and a bit cooler. And also caput mortem violet. So a bit bluer and a bit cooler again. So these work really well as shadow colours and mixing them all together. As you can see here, even though the burnt ochre looks warm with these, it's actually a bit cooler than these two. So I use that down here as well as one of the cooler colour tones. And I can mix a bit of caput mortem violet over it to get a shadow colour. It works really well. So they are the mainstay. As I said, I've introduced other colours. There's some warm greys in there and a few blues, depending on the areas. Like these areas here, I've got a bit of blue violet. Through here, a little bit of light ultramarine with the greys. And of course a bit of black underneath over the top of some other colours. But it's working well. So the main focus for me with this image is working with my light source. So blue, cooler influence up here and in the shadows, and really warm through here. So I hope that's helped.